Hello students, welcome to online maths class. This is your maths teacher. Dear students, in the previous lecture we have started chapter number 3 of unit 3, that is understanding quadrilaterals, and we have discussed about different type of curves and polygons. Curves कौन कौन सी types की होती है? Open curve, closed curve and further simple curves and non-simple curves. And in the polygons we have discussed polygons क्या होती हैं, that are the closed figures which are only made up of line segments. For example आपके पास ये फिगर है, ये सिर्फ लाइन सेगमेंट्स की बनी हुई है. अगर ऐसी फिगर आ जाती है आपके पास देन दिस इज़ नॉट अ पॉलीगन बिकॉज इसमें ये कर्व शेप आ जाती है. ओके, टुडे वी शैल डिस्कस अबाउट डायगोनल्स ऑफ अ पॉलीगन. In the previous classes, you must have studied what is a diagonals. A diagonal is a line segment connecting two vertices of a polygon which are not connected by a side. कोई भी आपके पास क्लोज्ड फिगर है, फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे पास ये एक क्वाड्रिलेटरल है 4 साइडेड. इसके डायगोनल्स जब मैंने ड्रॉ करने हैं तो मैं इसके ऑपोजिट वर्टिसेस को मैच करूँगी, जॉइन करूँगी. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस एंड दिस. मैच तो ये भी हो सकता है जो मैं आपको अभी करके दिखा रही हूँ, दिस, बट दिस विल कम अ साइड, दिस ऑल्सो, दिस ऑल्सो, दिस ऑल्सो, बट ऑल दीज आर साइड्स. साइड्स के एक्सेप्ट जो उसके बीच में लाई कर रहे हैं ऑपोजिट वर्टिसेस को ज्वाइन करके, दैट आर कॉल्ड डायगोनल्स. So can you think how many diagonals does these figures have which are in front of you on the screen? It have many diagonals. For example, I am going to join the diagonals of this figure 3 and then 1 2 3 1, it is already joined, 2 3, it is also joined. So you can see that many diagonals are there. It has no diagonals, it has this diagonal and this which lies outside. Here you can see in the first polygon, this polygon can have more than one diagonal emerging from a single vertex. एक vertex से कितने ही diagonals बन रहे हैं, जैसे 1 2 3. It has no diagonal and it has diagonals, one is inside and one is outside. So figures of this kind on which I have marked tick, it is very much difficult to find out the number of diagonals. कोई छूट गया तो आंसर गलत हो जाएगा. So how will you calculate the number of diagonals in a polygon with the 5 sides? Polygon with the 5 sides is called a pentagon. It is written here. So this is the pentagon given to you. How you can find the diagonals of a pentagon? For this we can use a trick. We can take one color and one vertex. As vertex is taken A and color is taken blue, and I have drawn the two diagonals. Now I have taken vertex B. It is the second vertex and I have taken red color to draw the next two diagonals. Now the another next vertex is taken, that is C, and purple color has been used. It is giving only one diagonal. And for the next two vertices, that is D and E, the diagonals have been drawn already by the another vertices. So this figure has total 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5 diagonals. So the total number of diagonals drawn in a pentagon are 5, which have been drawn in this figure. So students, the same method you can use to draw the diagonals in the given figure, which is given here on the screen. So pause the video and do this activity. Draw these figures in your notebook and draw the diagonals of the figures. You have 5 minutes for that. You can pause the video and wait for 5 minutes to continue the video. Dear students, this is the answer. Match with the activity which you have performed. If you have performed the right, if you have taken out the as many diagonals as given here, then very good, well done. You have learnt how to draw or how to find out the diagonals, but if there is any error, rectify it. So students, now watch this video to know more about the diagonals of a polygon. Now we shall derive formula how to find the diagonals of a polygon if अ पॉलीगन हैज़ मेनी साइड्स लाइक 20 हैं, 30 हैं, 40 हैं, तो उस केस में आप पॉलीगन ड्रॉ करके उसके डायगनल्स एग्जैक्टली ड्रॉ नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज पॉलीगन ही ड्रॉ करनी इतनी मुश्किल हो जाती है. So better first of all you watch this video and then you will come to know what is the formula to find out diagonals of a polygon with too many number of sides.
Hello students, today we will derive a formula for finding the number of diagonals in a polygon. Let us start by looking at the number of diagonals in some polygons. Do you know how many diagonals a triangle would have? A diagonal is a line segment joining non-adjacent vertices. If we try making line segments from point A to its adjacent vertices B and C, we get the side of the triangle, not a diagonal. Since a triangle does not have non-adjacent vertices, it has no diagonals. Now, let us find the number of diagonals in a quadrilateral. Here, we can draw a diagonal from A to its non-adjacent vertex C and one from B to its non-adjacent vertex D. So, a quadrilateral has two diagonals. Now, let us look at a pentagon. We can draw 5 diagonals in a pentagon. Thus, we can see that as the number of sides of a polygon increases, the number of diagonals also increases. However, it is difficult to use this method of drawing diagonals and then counting them for polygons with multiple sides. For example, a shape having 50 sides. So, we need a formula to find the number of diagonals in a polygon with any number of sides. Let us see how to find that out. We know that a hexagon has 6 sides and 6 vertices. Let us find out the number of diagonals in a hexagon. Let us draw diagonals from vertex A. We cannot draw a diagonal from vertex A to vertices A, B and F. This means we cannot draw diagonals to 3 vertices. Therefore, we can draw diagonals to the remaining vertices, which are 6 minus 3 vertices. That is 3. We can draw diagonals from vertex A to only vertices C, D and E. Since there are 6 vertices in the hexagon, we can draw a total of 6 times 6 minus 3 diagonals. But here, the diagonal from vertex A to vertex D is the same as that from vertex D to vertex A. This means that we are counting the same diagonal 2 times. So, the total number of diagonals in the hexagon will be half of 6 times 6 minus 3. This will equal to 9. Let us use this approach to derive the formula for the number of diagonals in an n-sided polygon. Here is a polygon with n sides. N will be equal to or greater than 3. Why? This is because a polygon has 3 or more sides. So, from any vertex in an n-sided polygon, we can draw n minus 3 diagonals. There are n vertices in such a polygon. So, the total number of diagonals from all vertices would be n times n minus 3. But since the same diagonal connects two non-adjacent vertices, the actual number of diagonals would be half of n times n minus 3. Now, use this formula to find the number of diagonals in a 50-sided polygon. You have 20 seconds to do this. having 50 sides, the number of diagonals would be 50 times 50 minus 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 1175. Imagine drawing and counting 1175 diagonals without this formula. Wouldn't that be difficult? So students, let us use this formula to find the number of diagonals for polygons of any number of sides. Happy learning!
So students, you have seen that for a polygon having many sides like 10, 20, 30, it is very much difficult to draw the diagonals, even the polygon also. So we can use this formula. You can also write it like as n bracket starts n minus 3 hence divided by 2, where n is the number of sides. So this is a formula to find out total number of diagonals in any polygon. Today's homework is you have to find out the number of diagonals of a 80-sided polygon. 80-sided polygon. And you can check the solution in the following video. That's all for today. So note down this formula in the notebook, and we shall discuss the type of polygons in our coming lecture. Happy learning!